Hello, today I will be presenting about Nintendo from a business law point of view. Let's begin with some foundation information on Nintendo. The company headquarters are located in Kyoto, Japan, but its origin traces back much further than its video game fame. Nintendo was founded in 1889, starting as a small manufacturer of Hanafuda playing cards. This early foundation eventually led to a pivot, and the company evolved into the global giant we know today, a company best known for its innovative gaming consoles and blockbuster video game franchises. They manufacture and sell home entertainment products like the Nintendo Switch. They also provide online services such as the Nintendo eShop, Nintendo Switch Online subscription, and digital downloads. As well as the company expands their intellectual property or IP into merchandise and theme parks, like Super Nintendo World. By this, they make income in several ways. The hardware, like the consoles, software, which is the games, both physical and digital, services like online membership, and licensing their characters and brands. The company is managed by a board of directors and the current president, Shuntaro Furukawa. Nintendo is legally established as a Japanese joint stock company operating as a public limited company whose shares are openly traded. This structure provides two critical legal benefits. First, limited liability, meaning shareholders' personal assets are protected. And second, separate legal personality, ensuring the company is treated as an entity distinct from its owner. To maintain this status, the company must comply with the Japanese Companies Act and all stock exchange rules. Finally, its operational structure is global, managed through numerous subsidiaries worldwide, and critically includes a strategic joint venture with DENA to drive its mobile gaming initiatives. The story begins in the early stage back in 1889, founded by Fusajiro Yamauchi to make Hanafuda playing cards. The direct predecessor, Marufuku, was established in 1947. Key changes followed. The name officially became Nintendo in 1963, signaling the move to expand beyond cards. The major shift was the expansion phase starting in the 1970s and 80s, with a pivotal transition into video games and global expansion driven by consoles like the Game Boy and Wii. This cooperation deepened in 2023 with the Nintendo System joint venture to support network services.
Moving on to commercial contract in Nintendo business, let's begin by looking at the type of commercial contract that underpin Nintendo expansive business. First, strategic alliance and licensing agreement. Nintendo strategically use alliance and licensing to expand its reach, like Nintendo DENA alliances involve jointly developing and operating game apps for smart device utilizing Nintendo IP. This is including IP licensing, revenue sharing, and joint development responsibility. Next is Nintendo Universal Theme Park Deal. This is a licensing agreement that allows Universal to use Nintendo characters and games. The second one is consumer contract, a B2C with player. For direct interaction with player, we have the Nintendo Account User Agreement and Purchase Term. This contract governs the player's use of digital service. Key terms including a license to use the digital games, meaning players get a license but ownership of the software, and term of the automatic renewal of subscription, a rule against modifying hardware and software. Nintendo Intellectual Property or IP. Intellectual property is a Nintendo core asset. It grants exclusive right to popular characters and franchises. Example, game sale, licensing to mobile apps, theme park and merchandise, and create IP-related and mobile revenue stream. IP and protection. Nintendo uses a trifecta of IP protection. First, trademark to differentiate Nintendo product registered in many countries and used in licensing deal. Second, copyright to protect game software, story, artwork, character, music, and in-game image. Lastly, patents to protect hardware innovation and technical innovation. Dispute Resolution Case Study 1. Case Study of Universal Studios in 1983. Background: Universal Studios claimed that Nintendo game Donkey Kong infringed in Universal right in King Kong trademark and copyright. A legal issue is Donkey Kong copy King Kong character and story, infringing on trademark and copyright. Court decision: the U.S. District Court ruled that in favor of Nintendo, Universal did not have exclusive right to King Kong story and character. Universal had argued in another case that King Kong was in public domain. The court found Universal had acted in bad faith by threatening Nintendo license, resolution, and significance. Nintendo won and received damage and attorney fee. Game company can defend their original character, and court will look at overreaching IP claim. And case study 2. Our second case, a more modern IP battle involving the Pokemon character Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff trademark battle, modern IP. Okay, in the background, Jigglypuff is a Pokemon character used since 1996 in game, anime, and merchandise. Crucially, Nintendo never registered its name as a federal trademark in the US. What happened? A Chinese company, Yiwu Feimeng Jewelry Co. Limited, registered Jigglypuff in the class of jewelry with USPTO on paper. The company owned the federal Jigglypuff trademark. And Nintendo legal action: Nintendo filed a trademark cancellation case with the USPTO Trademark Trial and Appeal Board (TTAB). Nintendo had to admit its own none of federal Jigglypuff registration and instead rely on common law right. Legal argument: Nintendo argued that its use of Jigglypuff since 1996, many products give it a real life, even without registration, the long-term use without registration. They claim that jewelry company could use confuse customer, and Nintendo also assert that the jewelry company did not genuinely use the mark in real business with it a ground to cancel the registration. And that's all. This concludes our look at legal framework behind the Nintendo business. Thank you for your time.